MP, named to the all-rookie first team.
And last season, MP was one of the very best rookies. In this second season, the expectation is that he continues to grow his game.
Oh, it is nice to be young. MP.
And another look at that last play with the AT&T Connected Cam. For the Warriors, they won their last contest, that game against Cleveland.
Yeah, it was all hands on deck. Helps to get points off the bench when you're on the road.
It was a total team effort, and let's give credit to the front office. This is exactly what they had in mind when they put this roster together.
Here's MP after the made shot from Chet Holmgren.
And he is just piling up the numbers here. MP seems to improve every time we see him. Such an impressive talent.
And Gilgeous-Alexander's got the ball here for the Oklahoma City Thunder. 4-point game. This game coming on the heels of their win against the Kings.
And the difference in that one, the efficiency from range. They really focus on getting good looks.
They move the ball well, and let's face it, they've got plenty of pure shooters on that roster.
Both teams will make substitutions. Just over 3.5 minutes gone here in the first. Oklahoma City moving it around. McCain gets a wide open look, and Moody pulls it down.
I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
MP, no good. Thunder trailing by 4. And now Allie LaForce says something for us from the sideline.
Well, MP in the last matchup against the Cavaliers just played phenomenal. He dropped an amazing number of points and was locked in from distance. It was impressive. Putting in a performance like that one really builds momentum in your direction. We'll see how far he rides that wave tonight, guys.
Great stuff, Allie. We thank you. Greg, we'll see if he can keep rolling here tonight.
Yeah, and that's the rub. When he's in rhythm, he can carry your team across the line.
Well, I expect they'll go to him early here, hoping for a repeat performance.
And boy, he's really in a groove. Dominant performance last game. Same thing this time out.
And that confidence has carried over to tonight. He is playing great basketball.
Zingas, he's checked in for Golden State. And a switcher also for Oklahoma City. Holmgren's checked in. And last season, MP couldn't have burst onto the NBA scene any better. He's one of only a few players, GA, ever to win the MVP award as a rookie.
And for his game to be this advanced at this stage of his career, that's scary. I mean, you don't want to think too far into the future, but MP has the potential to be one of the all-time greats.
And MP in his second year in the NBA, Greg, always curious to see the kind of jump that a player makes after the rookie season.
You learn so much after your first run through the league. MP showed a lot of potential, and I'm sure he'll be even better this season.
And so it's MP making things happen for the Warriors. He totaled 14 points in the quarter. He's given them all the offense they need right now. Back to the action in just a minute. And hope you've enjoyed. For Golden State, Curry's checked in for Sexton. And MP subbed in for Brandon Podziemski. And Oklahoma City also making a switch. Gilgeous-Alexander's checked in for Topic. And Tim, for all their talent, the Thunder committed to playing the right way.
Well, they are unselfish, they trust one another, and when a team is this committed at the defensive end of the floor, there's really no need to try to do too much offensively or play hero ball.
So with Butler sitting on the bench, here's the group that Steve Kerr has on the floor. MP out there with Curry. Then there's Moody, and there's Porzingis, and it's Santos in at the power forward. And stolen by MP. Right there, that is highlight reel stuff from MP.
Get used to seeing that over the next 10-plus seasons. MP taking flight.
Thunder trailing by 3. Pass to McCain. Holmgren in the corner. The shot goes down, and it gets this game back to even. Holmgren's got 8 points.
When you can shoot over the top of people and hit a high percentage from out there, you are in rare company.
MP passes to Santos. The three from MP. In for his 7th make in 14 tries.
It's first triple of the second quarter, third of the game.
Gilgeous-Alexander against MP. Can't hit the free throw line jump.
He got the space he wanted for his mid-range. He just wasn't able to convert.
And McCain pulls it down. Thunder trailing by 3. Outside, SGA. Here's Barlow. Knocks it down from 7 feet. And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed in the second quarter of play. Gilgeous-Alexander against MP. Just 4 to shoot. The 3. That one misses.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Golden State's gotten cold from deep in the second quarter, just 2 of 6 from long range.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
Unable to get that one.
Well, that is a nice challenge at the rim. Really altered that shot.
Holmgren kicks to SGA. The deep ball from Gilgeous-Alexander.
3 points.
And they've done a great job knocking down those long-range shots here in the second, shooting just over 40% from downtown.
It's stolen by SGA. Pass to Holmgren. And the dunk by Holmgren.
And attacking the rim. Holmgren making excellent use of that height inside.
MP outside. They need this. And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Thunder out in front, up by 4. And we'll be back right after halftime for the start of the third quarter. We'll see you in a bit.
Please direct your attention to center court and get ready for the fans.
Welcome, one and all. Before we hear Kenny.
Well, I think for the Warriors, I love a new season, new faces, new places. Get to watch the rookies develop. Nothing better.
Yeah, it's great to be back for us and for the players and for the fans. And let's turn our attention to tonight's game. The Thunder find themselves in a real battle.
It's a coach's dream to see the ball whip around the floor like this. They're playing some selfless basketball. It's been a thing of beauty.
Stacking the dimes and buying buckets. That is more than enough of us. Let's send you back to the game. Kevin Harlan and crew with the second half.
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. MP really making a difference here.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
And that will be the biggest adjustment. They have to force the ball out of his hands, but that's a difficult challenge.
So for Oklahoma City right now, out on the perimeter, Wallace and Williams. Holmgren is out there with Williams. And it's SGA in at the one spot. When you think about elite offensive players, Tim, what's one area that can really put them over the top and into a completely different category?
I think it's those guys that have a willingness to move without the basketball. If you have a willingness to run and cut and re-space, it's going to create a lot of problems for a defense.
Has that even become more of a thing now as you watch these high-octane space and pace type offenses?
There is no question. It's become something that's a priority for teams now, and I also think the ingenuity of these young coaches creates a better flow offensively if you're willing to run without the basketball.
That's terrific.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet more set on that screen. Easy call.
Also, the ball handler needs to wait until the screener's feet are set.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Well, getting a high percentage look right out of the locker room to start the second half. Exactly what they were looking for.
And now let's swing it over to Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Thank you. Draymond Green's talked about his mind for the game. He said, "I've never been the tallest or the fastest. We all have gifts. My IQ is a gift that was enhanced by great coaches. I was taught the game properly, so I'm very fortunate and extremely thankful for the coaches that I've had in my life." Back to you.
Paying tribute. Nice job. Okay, thank you, Allie. Here's MP after the made shot from Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
Third quarter off to a great start offensively. That's 3 of their first 4 they've made.
Tim, some forget, prior to the success of Stephen Curry, the Warriors were not considered a top-tier franchise.
Well, before he arrived in 2009, this was one of the lowest all-time winning percentages, but they have built a dynasty, and they are now considered one of the most valuable franchises in all of sports.
And so Steve Kerr tries to call a timeout. He's going to make some adjustments to the game plan.
And checking out numbers for Curry, coming off a terrific season. He was around 31 points a game last year, 4 assists and 3 rebounds. And he's a nice scoring threat in their second unit, a guy who provides instant offense.
Well, I just love his mentality and his approach. He is always ready to go when called upon.
He was all alone on that one. Green's got his first 3 points of the game.
And offensively, they finally seem to be coming around after an ugly first half.
Curry against Wallace. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Oklahoma City moving the ball around. Shoots the 3, and the Thunder another 3.
Well, SGA loves this duel. He'll trade threes all night long.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
1:57 left to play in the third. MP outside. Shot on the wing. Rebound by Williams.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
Williams passes to Wallace. Williams a screen on Butler. And the Thunder another 3.
And let's not forget, J-Dub finished in the top 10 in three-point percentage. I say that puts him in an elite category.
Now, here's MP. He's got 27. Buries the long-range jumper.
3 triples in the first half, 3 in the second. Boy, do they add up.
And so Mark Daigneault calls a timeout. Looking for a breather and maybe adjusting a thing or two. So it's both teams making substitutions here. Let's take a look at the 2K leaderboard to find out who are the best shooters from behind the arc last season. MP is number 1.
And getting that spot at the top of the list was such a huge accomplishment. What a year it was for him from behind the arc.
Basket good.
This team really feeds off of one another in terms of their energy.
Yeah, there's really been an uptick in intensity. Just look at the way these guys are battling on the glass and for loose balls.
Now, here's MP. He has 30. It's good from long range.
And until he cools off, I'd keep the ball in his hand.
McCain with the ball. Pass to Caruso. And a miss there on the triple. The Warriors have gone 6 of 8 on field goal attempts in the third. A 75% clip. Shot and game clock separated by 5. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
You just love the pressure MP puts on defenses. He is poised beyond his years.
And both free throws good for MP.
Yeah, he's as good as it gets at the line. Pretty much automatic.
Here's Topic. And he banks in the layup. Topic has got the game tied up here for Oklahoma City.
Important points there. Got him on a nice play, getting the ball inside and right to the bucket.
And here's MP for three. A shot off that time. And so it's MP making things happen for the Warriors. Going on an absolute rampage, piling in the points. He dictated the pace of the entire quarter. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. And let's take this chance now to show you the State Farm assist of the game.
It's just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
Well, the vision, the placement of the pass, and then the timing. You just can't do it any better.
For the Warriors. MP comes in for Brandon Bajemski. So with Butler sitting on the bench, here's the group that Steve Kerr has on the floor. They've got Sexton, MP out there with Stephen Curry. And there's Porzingis, and it's Santos in at the 4 slot. It's McCain on the wing. Here's Townsend. Nice work on the boards, paying off with the basket.
And really, at this stage of the game, to get those kinds of offensive rebounds for putbacks, you almost feel like it's a 4-point swing.
Well, hustle points can really energize your team, and they also demoralize your opponent.
And here's MP for three. And the three ball is good. MP's got 38 points.
Yeah, how about the percentage they're shooting from beyond the arc here in the second half?
Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Holmgren. And that's in there.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
And so Steve Kerr calls for the timeout. And clearly an important juncture. He's going to have some choice words with his team. Check in for the Warriors. Butler comes in for Sexton.
Substitution on the court.
They lead by 1. On the wing, MP. SGA defending. MP missed on the 3. For Oklahoma City, they've gone 3 of 7 from the floor in the 4th. That's a 42% mark in the quarter. Gilgeous-Alexander, and the layup is off. The Warriors have gone 4 of 7 from the field since the beginning of the 4th. MP, oh good on the layup. And here's Wallace. He'll bring it up for Oklahoma City. All right, here's Williams. Lays it in off the window. Time running low, guys, and somebody has got to win this one.
Yeah, well, who knows? We might need overtime in this one. It's been that kind of a game. And there hasn't been anything easy for him in this period.
And with each miss, you can feel him pressing just a little bit more.
Confident and composed on the three-point shot at a critical juncture.
MP against SGA. Curry outside. Oh, Curry so accurate from three-point range.
It's what we've come to expect over and over again. Steph Curry coming up big.
The Thunder with the lead. Porzingis with the steal. On the wing, MP. SGA defending. Cleared away by SGA.
Well, after a great start, he has really cooled off pretty quickly.
Porzingis pulls it down. The Warriors are gone 5 of 11 from the field in the fourth quarter.
MP trying to shoulder the weight here.
Good on the first, and that ties the game up. And so he's good on both free throws, and that gives them the lead.
This team knows they can rely on him in these situations. He is so consistent at the free throw line.
From the arc, Gilgeous-Alexander is pure.
This is exactly why they go to him in these spots. These guys believe in his ability to come through in the clutch.
MP. No good from three. Now the Thunder with it. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. From 11, using his size out of the backcourt. Gilgeous-Alexander.
Remember that one. Guys, a difference maker.
What a big-time shot. Those are the moments you dream about as a kid.
And these are the moments he's worked for. MP delivering down the stretch.
And so it's Oklahoma City with it. It's a one-point game. SGA.
And you just know that Gilgeous-Alexander is going to be the one taking these shots. How clutch.
2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Let's lose a three. And there's the three.
Big moment. MP showing some savvy. What a bright future this young man has.
And Mark Daigneault calls timeout here. No doubt he is feeling the importance of this moment right now. Curry against Wallace. Outside, SGA. Unloads from 13. MP. The three doesn't go. And regulation now complete. We will go to overtime. Why? These teams have battled tooth and nail for 4 quarters, and now we head to overtime. Should be a blast. And Greg, the way the floor is spaced now, how much would you enjoy playing in this current environment?
I'm lacing up my kicks as you say that. It would have been a lot of fun. But not only do you have more room to operate, defenders practically, they can't touch you.
At the guard spots, we'll be seeing Gilgeous-Alexander and Wallace. Both Jalen and Jalen Williams are out there. One at the 3, the other at the 5. And it's Holmgren in at the 4 spot.
It's critical you find a way to run MP off the line out there. He has that as a big part of his game.
That one is good.
I mean, he is tearing the defense apart. And let's face it, they have not brought their A game on that side of the ball.
Takes the 3. Another bucket. Wow.
And he's up to 52 points.
Yeah, making a GA look all too easy right now. SGA fires. And he hits from 17.
And this is the effort you want to see out of your guys, win or lose.
Yeah, regardless of the outcome, they should be proud of how hard they played.
Now, here's MP. Good, that's another bucket.
And this game has his name written all over.
Greg, he's been phenomenal in offensive onslaught. Gilgeous-Alexander from 19, that one goes.
And forget the analytics. I'll take SGA from mid-range any day of the week.
MP, and good, he hits it again. He's been absolutely ridiculous in this game.
You get the sense he just can't miss.
Tries it from 16. Green rips down the board. Warriors leading by 5. MP.
Well, it's smart that MP didn't settle for a layup. This young man hammered it down with confidence.
Let's see the connected cam angle on that stunning play. Brought to you by AT&T. Gilgeous-Alexander against MP.
Well, it's a pivotal point in this game, and you expect SGA to step up.
Warriors have gone 5 of 6 from the field here in overtime. So far, they are rolling. Here's Holmgren. Outside, SGA. It's good.
He's an absolute beast to deal with for the defense. Sometimes he can even leave you feeling helpless.
MP with it. Williams picks him up. the wing, MP. He's off from 3.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Holmgren rips down the rebound. And Mark Daigneault calls timeout here. The magnitude at this juncture in the game clearly warranting a timeout. In terms of strategy here, any thoughts?
Big chance here to tie it with a bucket.
Well, there's no room for error here. They need to draw up something that they can execute quickly.
Williams fires and get the 3. And they foul intentionally. They're going to have to do that now again and again. They're not in the penalty yet.
Yeah, you can't let them hold the ball and just milk those last seconds away.
And so they choose to intentionally foul. It's the first, and that makes it a 3-point lead.
And you talk about building a legacy. That's MP's mindset, not just for himself, but for this team.
Yeah, analytics aside, players making important free throws is always valued by their team.
Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City. 9 seconds left in the first overtime. Action has been terrific. Any ideas on strategy being discussed right now in that huddle?
Score, then hope for some missed free throws or a turnover at the other end.
Well, at this point, everything has to go your way to extend this game.
Right side, Gilgeous-Alexander.
Bottom line, you need shooters on your team who can space the floor.
Yeah, that's how you create that spacing, and that will open up a lot of options offensively.
So it's a narrow victory for the Warriors, pulling out the W. They escaped with a victory, although they needed an extra period to get it done.
Yeah, but what a great game. I mean, both teams, I felt like, gave it their all. But when it came to OT, it was just all about sheer determination on their part.
Now, let's go to our sideline reporter, Dominic Hamill.
60-plus in the win for you, MP. Was I seeing things, or did you leave a few points on the board out?
I took a lot of good shots, and I made a good share. I'm not trying to be greedy, Dominic. Everyone needs to eat. At a certain point, you got to leave well enough alone.
Kevin, back to you.
Terrific stuff, Dominic. Thanks. And that'll do it, folks. Alongside Tim Legler,